RedNationBlogga back with another video. Once again, before we start, guys, thank you so much for watching, being a consistent viewer. Right now, we are on the road to 1K subscribers. I'm at 980 subscribers. I only need 20 more. Let's get to 1K, man. Let's get me to 1K. Again, it's showing 68.4% of you guys that are watching my videos are not subscribed. 31.6% are subscribed. Those that are subscribed, thank you so much for messing with me, for rocking with me. The ones that's not subscribed, just hit the button. It's free. It helps me out a lot. So I would really appreciate it if you guys did that. Thank you. The Houston Rockets defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 124 to 109. The Rockets pretty much dominated this game from beginning to end. It was never really in question for me as a fan. I never thought that the Rockets were in trouble of giving the lead away. I never thought that the Rockets were in trouble of losing. I didn't have any issues about this game. The Grizzlies have the record that they have for a reason. They are a literal mess right now. And speaking on the Memphis Grizzlies being a mess right now, listen, they owe Jaren $39 million this year, $42 million next year, and $44 million the year after that, before he's an unrestricted free agent, where he'll be 28, 29 years old. If I was the Memphis Grizzlies GM, I know there was a report came out earlier by NBA Central. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but I'm sure it was. He sourced whoever said it. But it said something like they're not looking to rebuild. They're not even entertaining the idea. They're looking forward to building around Jaren Jackson, Ja Morant as quote unquote serious contenders. I don't see it. I mean, I don't see it. Then I'm looking at Jaren Jackson again. He signed this extension July 13th of 2025, and then like two or three days later got turf toe, so he wasn't really able to be as good as he needed to be to start the season. He signed a 5-year, $205 million extension, $49 million next year. I don't even know how much he's making this year. $35 million he's making this year. Then he gets a $14 million raise, $49 million this year, 50.5 after that, 52 million, and then 53.5 a player option when he turns 30 years old. They need to blow this team up. Blow it up. Ja Morant is not happy. He's not playing like it. He had 17 points a night, 6 of 19 from the floor, 1 of 7 from 3 with 6 turnovers. Ja Morant is not looking like himself. I'm of the belief that Ja Morant is not washed. I just think that he's not happy in his current situation, and he's playing I don't give a damn hoops. He's playing I'm here because I'm contractually obligated to be here. I don't think that Ja Morant is playing his best basketball. And then you look at Jaren Jackson Jr. Once again, just signed a 4-year, $205 million contract this offseason, and 9 points, 6 rebounds, 5 blocks, which is good. We know what he does there. 2 of 6 from the field on 6 shots. 0 of 1 from 3, 0 turnovers. He was a minus 20. Literally was not impactful at all. Had the worst plus minus on his team. I don't understand what Memphis is doing or why they're even trying to fake rebuild around Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson. It's time to blow it up. It's time to move on. Get what you can for Ja Morant. Get what you can for Jaren Jackson Jr. Build around Zach Edey. Build around Jalen Wells. Load up on as many picks as you can and young players, young assets as you can. Let them develop there and get it done. You guys are not competing for anything this year or next year, or as long as those two guys are under contract, because Ja just doesn't seem like he wants to be there. And Jaren Jackson Jr., I don't envision him getting any better than what he is right now. And he is 26 years old right now, which is not old, obviously, but I feel like Jaren Jackson is what he's going to be. He's peaked. I feel like Ja Morant has peaked. You've gotten the best out of them. It's time to move on. Stop being in denial. So many franchises are in denial with these players, and they keep these players past their prime. They keep these players past the time where they're supposed to trade them, and then when they finally do decide to trade them, they get half of what they could have gotten had they traded them a year or 2 or 3 years sooner. Pull the plug on this, man. It's ugly. Just pull the plug. Amen Thompson, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 13 of 26 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3. It's a pleasure to watch this man hoop. I mean, he's benefiting so much. Tonight specifically, he benefited so much from playing alongside Alperen Sengun and Kevin Durant and the attention that they garnered from the Memphis Grizzlies defense. but he also created for himself at the top of the key with the ball in his hand. So he wasn't just a dunker spot merchant tonight. He pretty much killed you from everywhere. He killed you from the perimeter. He killed you going downhill. He killed you in the pick and roll. He obviously killed you facilitating. He killed you on the glass. He got 10 rebounds, 4 of those rebounds being offensive rebounds. He was plus 22. He was tied with Jabari Smith Jr. tonight with the highest plus minus on the team. Amen Thompson is everything that you want in a basketball player. Like I said, and I've said all last year, out of everybody that the Houston Rockets drafted, he is the one that I believe the most will be a superstar. I've been saying I believe he'll be first or second team All-NBA. That's how confident I am. Amen Thompson. I have been saying that out of all of the Rockets' young core that has been drafted, he will be the one that will bona fide, without a doubt, get a Supermax contract. Because that is how good he is. Everybody else, they had to negotiate with Rafael Stone. They had to come to some type of agreement. They had to come to some type of understanding. I think that when it's time to sign Amen Thompson to his rookie max extension, he's getting every penny of that contract at the max level. He's locking in for 5 years, and he's getting whatever that number is. Whatever that number is in 2026, that's what Amen Thompson is getting. That's how confident I am in his ability to not only be great this season, but continue this greatness as his career continues to unfold. Amen Thompson was phenomenal tonight on both sides of the ball, per usual. He was his normal self. I've run out of great things to say about this dude because every single night he plays a fantastic brand of basketball. Every single night. And the fact that he doesn't just do it predominantly off ball, predominantly on ball, the fact that he could beat you, and then he could beat you on the glass. He could beat you on the glass, cutting, on ball, off ball, any way you want it. Screening, in a dunker spot, catching lobs, shooting threes. He could beat you every single way that there is to beat you on a basketball court, and he doesn't do it in any predominant way. He in every single in one game he could play in multiple positions, in multiple spots in the half court, and you have to account for him. You have to account for him. It's disgusting. I've run out of great things to say and superlatives on how to describe Amen Thompson as a basketball player. He's one of my favorite players ever at this point. Then I'm going to go to the other great player of the night, Alperen Sengun. 20 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 stocks. Got to clean up the efficiency, man. 6 of 14 from the floor, 6 turnovers. A lot of that was just him trying to make slick passes. Sometimes Amen Thompson where like guys legitimately were not ready for it because they just wasn't ready. And then one turnover, it was a lob ball turnover. He was dribbling at the top of the key, lost the ball, went the other way. And then he actually hustled back and defended the shot, didn't foul. The Rockets get the rebound, go down the other way and score. So even when he messes up, he makes up for it with an actual great play. Like Alperen Sengun, the one knock on him as a basketball player, and there's only one, the efficiency. It's just some nights he's on, some nights he's off. I just want his efficiency to be steady. 53, 54, 55% from the floor. That's where I would like Alperen Sengun to be at on a night-to-night basis. Tonight, I would have liked to see him be 11 to 14, 10 of 14, 11 of 14, 12 of 14. I would like for him to do that. I'm okay with the 2 misses from 3. That's not your strength. But missing the bunnies at the rim, even if you do get the rebound, you finish with 16 rebounds. I just want the efficiency as a fan, my personal selfish fandom. I want to see him get better at his efficiency. Let's get to the best part of the show, my favorite part of the show, the good. Listen, guys, 4 players make the good category. Tari Eason, Josh Okogie, Reed Shepherd, Jabari Smith Jr. Honorable mention, Clint Capella. Honorable mention. But I'm not going to focus on Clint Capella, even though he had his best game of the season. 6 points, 10 rebounds. I do want to shout him out for that. Honorable mention. Josh Okogie started off the game with an amazing hustle play with defense on Jaren Jackson Jr. Got the ball, literally fought Jaren Jackson Jr. tooth and nail all the way down the court on the other end, finished the bucket, got the play. That's how the Rockets started off the game with Josh Okogie. Got in some early foul trouble, sat on the bench for a long time, didn't come back in until like the second quarter mark. And he kind of never really looked comfortable because of how long he sat and the fact that he was in foul trouble. But in the second half, a switch flipped. Up until that point, I think Okogie had 2 points. In the third quarter alone, he had 11 points and 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 5 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 5 from 3, 0 turnovers. It was a stretch where he went on his own personal 9-0 run in the midst of the Rockets' 24-7 run. He went on his own personal run. 2 of the times he was assisted by Jabari Smith Jr. He hit a 3, Rockets go down, get a stop, come back down, he hit a 3, Rockets go down, get a stop. He come back down, fake passes it to, I think it was Tari Eason in the corner. Defense jumps to Tari Eason because he's been on fire. Josh Okogie hits the 3. I mean, 9 straight points by himself in a sequence of like a minute, maybe a minute and a half. Just absolutely fun to watch. And then I'm talking about his offense right now, but his defense is just so phenomenal. He defends without fouling. Had 2 in the first quarter, finished with 3 personal fouls. He defends without fouling. He knows how to use his hands. He knows how to use his wingspan. He's athletic. He's strong. The Rockets, I feel like, are going to deploy him on Friday night. They're going to deploy him on Victor Wembanyama. I firmly believe that. And I think that Wembanyama is going to have some issues trying to get into his spots or trying to face up and dribble in Josh Okogie's face. And if the refs allow him to be physical early on, Wemby is going to have a long night. I truly believe that. Reed Sheppard, best game of the season by far for Reed Sheppard. From start to finish, this was his best game. 12 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 5 of 7 from the floor, 2 of 4 from 3. He had one part of the game where he messed up tonight. And even in that mess up, he had Jabari and Amen. He got a steal or something like that. The Rockets got stopped. He was coming down. Jabari and Amen were on the other end of the floor. He didn't pass it to them until it was too late. Ball got bobbled. He ran to the corner. Amen grabbed it, passed it to Reed. Reed knocks a 3 down. Memphis calls a timeout. And you could just see them kind of laughing like, damn, what you was doing? You messed up the fast break. But again, even in the mess up that he had tonight, he still managed to clean it up and be impactful on the offensive side and the defensive side of the ball. This was one of the first nights, one of the first games from him all season where he hasn't been picked on, he hasn't been bullied. He's been sharp. The Rockets were sharp tonight, and I love it. The next 2 players I want to get to, Tari Eason, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 stocks, 4 of 8 from 3, 0 turnovers. I mean, Tari Eason is doing his big one right now, man. He really is. I mean, after the start that he had, and again, so many people were ready to pounce on Tari Eason within his fan base. He was about to be public enemy number 1, especially considering how the contract went, especially considering how his mother is on social media, how active of a presence she is. A lot of people were ready to be like, just have Tari as a public enemy number 1, as the number 1 scapegoat this season. And he's shaking out of that, and he's bought into his role. He's even doing a little bit more creating. And I'm happy for Tari Eason that he seems to have shaken off those cobwebs of the first 2 games. And now he seems to be one of the best contributing players on this team. One of the best. He's still giving you defense. He's still getting on the glass. He's still doing everything that he needs to do. But now he's knocking down the 3 ball at a consistent rate. He's shooting the 3 at like a 50% rate clip this year. That's not sustainable, but if he could stay in the low to high 40s, I'm cool. I'm cool with Tari Eason. Be that second release valve that the Houston Rockets need on that weak side. Make the defense pay when they leave you open. Simple, because you're going to get all the looks based upon how they were defending. You're going to get wide open looks. So just keep being ready to shoot, keep getting better, keep doing your thing, keep being a professional. I promise you the money will come. Lastly, Jabari Smith Jr., 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3. He did have 3 turnovers, but I'm not really tripping on that tonight. Jabari Smith Jr., again, this is probably the best that he's ever looked in a season. The confidence is there. He's completely bought into his role. He even looks more comfortable in his jump shots. And again, I shout out to my guy Will. Shout out to the younger generation of the Rockets fans. These guys don't really like mid-range jumpers unless it comes from like Kevin Durant. But again, for Jabari Smith Jr., he is a guy where you cannot just stick him in a corner and expect him to be a dunks and layups guy like you expect like Atari Eason or Josh Okogie. Like, you don't want to see Josh Okogie shooting mid-range jumpers. You don't want to see Clint Capella shooting mid-range jumpers or Jayshawn Tate. You want to see them shooting threes or scoring in the paint. Jabari Smith Jr., when he feels involved in the game, regardless if you like the shot or not, regardless if he makes or misses the shot, it makes him a better all-around player, which is when you get the 6 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3 with a 90 true shooting percentage. That's when you get that Jabari Smith Jr. when he feels involved in the game. And he did tonight. And he has this entire season, which is why Jabari Smith Jr. really hasn't had a bad or horrid game all year, because he's been actively involved on both sides of the ball. And that also makes him be a better defender because he feels more included in the offense. Let's get to the bad. Again, I don't know how this happened. Kevin Durant finds himself in the bad for the second pod in a row. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. He did have 2 stocks, plus 20. That's not bad. 5 of 18 from the field, 2 turnovers with a 30 true shooting percentage. Now, a lot of it, the Memphis Grizzlies defense, he's seeing 3, 4 bodies every single possession. I mean, that's why Amen was able to play the way he played, and Tari, and Jabari, and Reed. That's why all these guys got these wide open looks, and they ate off of Kevin Durant. But he is seeing so many bodies right now, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm watching Kevin Durant more than I ever have in his NBA career because he's a part of the Houston Rockets. But it just seems like a lot of defenders are able to be way more physical than him than with any other player on the team. And it feels like that physicality affects Kevin Durant more than it affects any other player when they try to be physical with him. And it's leading to Kevin Durant turning over the ball more. And I don't know if he's colder, but he's never going to force his shot. But tonight he was off even when he had open looks or, relatively open looks, considering that it's Kevin Durant. And then he's just missing easy shots. And 5 of 18 for Kevin Durant. This is a Jalen Green stat line, with all due respect. This is a Jalen Green stat line. And I know Kevin Durant is worlds better, but it's funny. Like, this is legitimately I would be trying to sell you guys cope if this was a Jalen Green stat line last year. But I mean, to see Kevin Durant do this is very shocking, and it's startling a little bit. Like, I want him to play better. I want him to look more how he looked versus Boston and how he looked against Detroit versus how he looked the last 2 games. I don't want him to be in a bad anymore this season. Not anymore this season. And the downright ugly, once again, Memphis. The defense that Memphis was playing, I will give it credit. But damn, you're willing to let the Rockets get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players into double figures just to stop Kevin Durant and Alperen Sengun. Like, Alperen Sengun, when he's in there without Kevin Durant, is seeing 2, 3, 4 bodies. Kevin Durant, when he's in there without Sengun, is seeing 2, 3, 4 bodies. I mean, every single possession. You give up 124 points, lose by 15 at home, get drugged. At some point as a coach, I'm like, all right, let's see if Kevin Durant can beat us. He hasn't had a rhythm all game. Let's see. I'm not going to just keep giving up dunks and paint points. I mean, the Rockets had 60 points in the paint tonight. 60. Like, I just can't, as a coach, just can't take that type of medicine. I'm going to switch up my defense at some point. Hey, let's see if these guys can beat us one-on-one, man. Let's not let these role players get off no more. Let's not let these role players get off anymore. And again, in the downright ugly, Memphis, move on from Ja and Jaren. It's time. It's time. That's all I got. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I didn't miss in the comments below. Let me know what you agree with, and let me know what you didn't agree with in the comments below. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. RedNationBlogga out.